Hey guys, Junior978 here. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about what you need in terms of building a PC for gaming. This is going to be a rundown on just the basics of what you need to get started, and I'm also going to be showing you a list. That's a budget list that I made on PC Part Picker. I'll leave the link down in the description for anyone who wants to purchase these parts and build this system. The nice thing about this system is that it's like 500 $83.72. So you'll be able to save up money after building this for any upgrades, like buying a GPU, since this build doesn't include a GPU, but it does include a CPU with built-in graphics for that reason, so that you can get it built, start playing, and then save money for upgrades. That's the whole point of this build. So a lot of people ask me what they need to build a gaming PC. And this is really all you need. What you need is a 6 core processor. Next, you need around 16 gigabytes of RAM minimum, a 1 terabyte NVMe solid state drive, and make sure it's NVMe. And I'll explain later how to make sure of that. A good budget case, a good power supply, and some fans depending on the case. I know a lot of you guys out there love RGB and you want to do an RGB build, and there are some really good options for RGB fans that aren't expensive. So we're going to run through this list, and this list will be down in the description for anyone who wants to buy it and build it. Like, I just want to help you guys out because I know a lot of guys want to build right now. And right now is a good time because prices are low. Prices have gone down. We got a lot of new stuff coming out, a lot of good stuff, such as the case that's on this build right now. We got new CPUs coming out from AMD and Intel. We got new GPUs coming out from AMD and NVIDIA. And we got a lot of new motherboards, new RAM. We got a lot of new stuff coming out. And I know it can be confusing. It can be daunting to really pick what you want and what you need for your build. And I know a lot of us don't have $2,000 to spend on a build. A lot of you guys want to do a budget build to get started and then upgrade later on, and that's what this list is going to do. So let's get started running down this list here. So right here we have an AMD Ryzen 5 5600G 3.9 gigahertz 6-core processor. Now this is all you need to get started for gaming. 6 cores is all you need, and this is a 3.9 gigahertz, so it's really good. Ryzen 5s are really good CPUs. You can ask anyone who's ever used AMD CPUs. These things are good and they're fast, and this one has built-in graphics. So you can save up that money after you build this for a GPU. And you can combine this with any AMD GPU and use smart access memory, and you'll get pretty good FPS. Next, we have an Asus TUF Gaming B550 Plus Wi-Fi 2 ATX AM4 motherboard. Now, this is a good motherboard. Asus makes really good stuff, and their TUF series motherboards can handle quite a bit. They're really strong. They can handle quite a bit of juice. They have good VRMs. All around good motherboards. I've had good experience with their motherboards. They're always good performers for me. Now, this one has built-in Wi-Fi, so you don't have to spend extra money on a Wi-Fi adapter or or the Wi-Fi card. So you'll have Wi-Fi and LAN built right into your motherboard. That'll save you money. And like I said, you can save up money after building this for upgrades. Next, we have memory, Corsair Vengeance LPX 16 gigabyte, DDR4 3200 CL16 memory. This is a really good memory. It's fast, and it's really all you need. 16 gigabytes, 3200, which is a really good speed to have right now. And CL16, I mean, this is a good RAM. And as you can see, $47 at the time of recording this video. The CPU, $101.54. The motherboard, $168.99. Now, this is all stuff. These are really good prices, and you can get all this. At the time of recording this video, everything is pretty decently priced. Storage, we have a Samsung 980, 1 terabyte M.2, 2280, PCIe 3.0 by 4, NVMe solid state drive. Now, I said earlier that you needed to make sure it was NVMe. That's because NVMe is a faster protocol than SATA. I know people that have made the mistake of buying an SSD, but they didn't check if it was NVMe or SATA. Now, one way to check is if you look at this picture, See how it only has one slot? That's NVMe. If you see it has two slots, that's SATA. Make sure you get an NVMe. NVMe is a much faster protocol. And they're very affordable right now. The prices have dropped on NVMe's considerably. Now, Samsung makes good stuff. We all know it. Their storage is top notch. 1 terabyte is all you need to get started. And like I said later on, after building this, you're going to want to upgrade your storage. So you'll be able to do that. Save up money and add on another NVMe, add some SSDs, SATAs, external drives, whatever you want to give you the capacity that you need. I currently, right now on my system, I have 3 terabytes. I have a 1 terabyte NVMe and a 2 terabyte SATA SSD. And that for me is fine. I don't have a ton of games on my PC right now. I only have a couple. And even then, I have plenty of room to add a ton of games later. Okay, so next up is the case. We have here a Fractal Design Focus 2 ATX Mid-Tower. Now this is a really good case. I've checked it out personally and it is incredibly well made. It's Fractal Design, of course. They make good stuff. The nice thing about this case is its price. I mean, at only 70, well, on Amazon it's $72.48, but on Newegg it's $57.98 right now. That's a really good price for a Fractal Design case. And the nice thing about this case is its construction is solid construction. It has a full mesh front, which is exactly what you want for airflow. The I/O consists of a separate headphone and mic jack. I know a lot of guys prefer that to the all-in-one jack that we seem to be getting on a lot of cases now. And it has two USB Type A's. It doesn't have USB Type C, but you can purchase it as an add-on. It's like $10 and you can install it yourself. Now, no PSU shroud, but that's one of the trade-offs you get for a budget case. Also no grommets for cable management. But like I said, this is a really good airflow case, very good construction, and it's a budget case, so there are trade-offs. Now in terms of storage, you have two 2.5-inch drive mounts on the motherboard tray, and two 3.5-inch drive mounts on this bar over here. As you can see, cable management wise, there's not much compared to their other cases, but you do have loops for Velcro straps or zip ties going all around, and you have large cutouts to pass the wires through. It comes with two 140mm fans in the front. But on this list, you will have a 6-pack of RGB fans to put in this. You can also swap those out to non-RGB if you don't want to do RGB. So you'll have those six fans to replace the two that are in here, and also add to the other fan spots on this case. Like I said, it's a basic case, not much going on, but you do get a full tempered glass side panel, captive thumb screws to hold the side panels on, and you have filtration for the PSU and the front fans and the top fans. Now you don't actually need a filter for the top fans. The top fans are exhaust. You don't need filters on exhaust. If anything, that keeps the dust in the case rather than keep dust out. So yeah, just letting you know about that now. You don't need a filter on your top exhausts. Okay, next up is power supply. Here you have the Corsair RM650X 650 watt 80 plus gold fully modular ATX power supply. Now, a modular power supply is nice because you can remove the cables that you don't use, and also you can run all your cables first. Run them all the path that you want them to go, and then you can install your power supply last and plug everything in. I love having fully modular power supplies for that reason. You don't have a bunch of extra cables that you don't need hanging around. And this one is a 650 watt, which is pretty much all you need for this build. Of course, depending on whatever GPU you get, you might want to upgrade it later. But for right now, it'll get you started. And it's $89. Come on, it's a steal. Next, We have your 6-pack of up here 120 millimeter RGB fans. These are good fans. I've tested out up here fans before, and they are incredibly high performing fans for the price. I mean, they're good. You can mount these on radiators. You can use an all air cooled system. These will blow air. I mean, that's what they do. They're fans. But yeah, they blow. That's the whole point. But yeah, these are really good fans, and they're RGB. Comes with their own control box there, as you can see. So you can hook these up to your motherboard's RGB headers, or you can use a switch. They come with a switch that you can use, or you can hook it up to your reset button if your case has a reset button, which this case I believe does not, but I could be wrong. It might have a reset button. Some cases do, some cases don't these days. It's kind of weird how companies have gone away from installing reset buttons. It's kind of weird. But there are cases that don't have them. Yeah, I don't think this one has a reset button, but yeah, you catch my drift. Anyway, so this build is, like I said, total of $583.72. And this build, you can put it together and start playing right away. You can save up money to upgrade any parts you want to upgrade, whether you want to upgrade your RAM, whether you want to upgrade your storage, or purchase a GPU to get more FPS out of your games. So this is a good starting point. So this is really all I wanted to talk about in this video. I'm sure I missed some stuff. Sure you guys know about stuff that I completely overlooked here, but if you guys want to leave that stuff down in the comments for anybody who watches this video, go ahead. You can help them out. Like I said, I'll leave the link to this build in the description to this list so that you can pick this build up, build it yourself, and start gaming right away, because I know a lot of people are dying to do so. And I got this budget list here for you so you can do that. And you can get started as soon as you buy these parts, and then upgrade later on after you've saved up some more money. So here you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. And I hope you guys can get out there and start playing right away, because I know a lot of guys are dying to play some of the new games coming out. And here you go. This will get you started. Trust me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.